Hi guys, welcome back. So today I have a very special treat for you guys, and I'm very, very excited about this. So this weekend we went to the Lobster Crawl Festival, and we tried 6 different chowders, 6 different lobster chowders, and they were fantastic. So while we were down in Shelburne, we went to one of the fish markets and found a fantastic price on lobsters. So this is super exciting because I really didn't think I would get any this month because they're usually really, really expensive. But these were a really good price, so we got 2 of them. So I'm going to show you guys today how we cook them, how we crack them open, and then I am going to turn them into lobster rolls. So my husband has already made some bread just for these. Normally we'd use like a New England style bun, but he had made some, they're kind of like ciabatta buns, and they are amazing. I'm going to show you guys how to make them in another video. But for today, I'm just going to show you guys how to cook the lobster, what to do with it, and turn it into lobster rolls. So this is exciting. I can't believe I got my hands on lobster for lobster season. So this is really great. All right, these poor little guys, it's time to get cooked. Yeah, we're going to cook them. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is get a very large pot, put it on your stove. Oh, I should tell you to fill it with water, shouldn't I? Okay, fill your pot with water, and then you're going to add a 1/4 cup of sea salt, and you're going to bring this to a boil. All right, as soon as your water is boiling, grab your lobster, and you're going to cut the rubber bands off of their claws. Be quick and be careful, because when you cut the rubber bands off, for one, as you're trying to cut them, they will fly wherever. As you see, one landed in the pot of water. But they're also very feisty. And soon as those rubber bands come off, their claws are trying to grab your scissors. So as soon as you get them off, put the lobster into the pot of boiling water. You put them in head first. Make sure they're not overcrowded. I've only got 2 lobsters, so there's no overcrowding. Anyway, you're going to put the lid on your pot, and then you're going to set a timer for 8 minutes. That's it. That's how fast they cook. 8 minutes. Just as my timer went off, my pot boiled over. And as you can see, I'm kind of running around the kitchen, not knowing what to do. I'm using a glass cooktop. I hate using a glass cooktop because all the water sits on the burner then, on the element. So anyway, I just cleaned it up with a cloth, enough to make it stop burning. Now I'm going to take my lobsters out of the pot. They are very slippery. As you can see, I'm struggling to get them out of the hot water. So I used an oven mitt and some tongs. Eventually, I got the lobsters out of the boiling water. And they are really, really bright red, which is awesome because that means they are cooked. So now I'm just going to leave them on the pan and turn my burner off, clean up my mess a little bit. But they're just going to sit here and they're going to cool down until they are cold enough to handle. All right, so I'm going to make 2 types of mayo. One for my husband's lobster roll and one for myself. So in my husband's lobster roll, he just wanted some mayo, salt, and pepper. That's it. Very easy. I am not putting measurements on my video today because this is completely up to you. I'm sure you know how much mayo you would like in a sandwich. So just use your own judgment on this one, but these are the ingredients that I'm using. All right, so now I'm going to make the mayo for my lobster roll. So you're starting with mayo. I'm going to add salt, pepper, and a very, very little bit of dill weed. I'm also going to squeeze in half of a lemon. My lemon is really, really small, okay? That's why I said half. Otherwise, just whatever you feel comfortable with. The lemon just makes it a little tangy, and the dill is very, very minimal. Just give it a hint of dill. Okay, you guys, so this is the fun part. Taking your lobster and cracking it all open. Okay, so I have my lobsters here. I also have a couple of really small, thin forks, and I have my lobster cracker, also known as a nut cracker. So I have a separate bowl to put all the shells in, and I will grab another bowl to put the lobster meat in after. So the first thing you're going to do is twist his tail off. You're also going to twist off each of the arms, and I'm just going to show you the inside of it. So a lot of people do eat the body of the lobster and all of this green stuff. Personally, I do not like it. No, it is not my thing. And the little legs on a lobster, go for it. If you can get meat out of them, wow, you are awesome. I have never been able to get the meat out of the little legs, so I just toss them in the bowl too. All right, so to get the tail, to crack the tail open, I always squeeze it in half. And you need some really strong hands, and you squeeze it in half, and then you kind of like pull it backwards, like you're bending it backwards. And then you're going to put your thumbs on the inside, and you're going to pull it apart. And if you've done it just right, it will just pop open, and then you just pull the meat out of it. Right? So easy. Oh, it's only because I've done this like 100,000 times growing up. So I will just let you guys watch and see how I crack everything open. All right, so now that I've got all of the lobster meat pulled out of the shell, I'm going to just take all the meat now and chop it up into little chunks. And I'm going to divide it up into a bowl for my husband and a bowl for myself. Next, you're going to take your mayo and you're just going to mix some of it into your lobster. Again, this is preference. You can put as much or as little in as you would like. So, as I said at the beginning of the video, we are using homemade buns. So I cut the buns in half and I'm putting some garlic butter on them. No, I did not make my own garlic butter, not this time. I was too lazy. So put your garlic butter on. Then you're going to heat up a frying pan and put the buns in it. Just let them get all crispy and let the garlic butter get all melty. Once they're ready, you're just going to take them out, put them on a plate, and we're ready to add the lobster. All right, these look awesome, don't they? They're just a little bit crispy. The butter is all melted. So now I'm going to put my lobster on my bun. So mine is super easy because I don't want anything else in it except the lobster, the mayo mix, and the bun. My husband, on the other hand, just informed me that he wants lettuce in his and he wants it all chopped up. So I'm going to throw some lettuce into his lobster, mix it up, and put it on his bun. Well, guys, making lobster is super easy, isn't it? You boil it, you crack it open, you dice it all up, throw some mayo on it, and you've got a lobster roll. That was very easy. I can't believe it has taken us 6 months to finally get our hands on some lobster at a good price. And yeah, being back in Nova Scotia, I really miss having lobster. I also miss when it was only like $5.99 a pound. So this is how they turned out. They look fantastic. My husband's definitely looks way better than mine, but that's because he added some leafy greens into his just to make it look better. It doesn't really taste better. And then mine is very plain. I want to taste the lobster, I want to taste the bun, and I want to taste the mayo. That's it. So that was an easy recipe. I'm so glad I finally got to show you guys how to make lobster. That's it for today's recipe. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit the like, the subscribe, the notification bell, and go check out my new podcast. All right, I'll see you guys all for my next recipe.